everyone, and welcome to Fact Frame program. I'm Tatiana, and today we're diving into an important and fascinating topic: breaking down media coverage of current events. Whether you're scrolling through your social feed or watching the evening show, how stories are told can shape how we can see the world. So let's uncover the hidden layers behind the headlines. Breaking down media coverage of current events, analyzing bias, framing, and impact on social perception. This is our topic for today. Introduction to media coverage. Media coverage plays a crucial role in shaping our understanding of crucial events and opinions, influencing how we perceive the world around us. Importance of media power. Media serves as a primary source of information for the public, impacting perceptions and decisions. With control over the narratives, media outlets can amplify specific issues, thereby wielding significant influence over social discourse and political processes. Influence on public opinion. Research shows that media framing can shape public attitudes and beliefs. For instance, how events are reported through language, imagery, and focus can greatly alter public perception and emotional response to those events. Now we will discuss with you objectives of the presentation. This presentation aims to unreveal the complexities of media coverage by analyzing its key elements, understanding bias in framings, and providing tools for critical media consumption. This analysis is essential for fostering informed opinions amid the media landscape. Key elements of media coverage. Understanding the key elements of media coverage is crucial to analyzing how events are reported and perceived by the public. Source selection. Source selection significantly influences media coverage. Reputable sources establish credibility, while unreliable sources can perpetuate misinformation. Understanding the origins of news helps audiences to identify bias and the reliability of information which is presented. Headlines and language. Let's talk about it. Headlines and language shape audience perception by framing the narrative. Emotionally charged headlines can skew interpretation, while neutral language promotes understanding. Analyzing word choice reveals potential biases in reporting. Visual elements are essential. Visual elements, including images, videos, and infographics, play a crucial role in storytelling. They can evoke emotional responses and enhance comprehension, but may also distort reality. Assessing the visual context is essential for critical media consumption. Timing and priority. Timing and priority in reporting affect which events gain visibility. Stories prioritized by media outlets shape public awareness and perception. Analyzing what stories are reported and the timing of their coverage can uncover underlying agendas. Now let's move on to another slide, breaking down media coverage of current events. Understanding framing and bias. Framing and bias play crucial roles in how audiences interpret news events, influencing perceptions and shaping public discourse. Definition of framing. How do we use it and what does it mean? Framing refers to the presentation of information, emphasizing certain aspects while downplaying others. This shapes how audiences understand a story, influencing their interpretations and emotional reactions. Agenda setting. Agenda setting involves the media's power to prioritize certain issues, making them more significant in the public consciousness. By selecting which topics to cover, the media shapes public priorities and perceptions of importance. Types of bias. Media bias can manifest in various forms, reflecting perspectives that may distort the actual events being reported. Understanding this bias is essential for interpreting news accurately. As for political bias occurs when media coverage favors one political ideology or party over others. These can impact electoral outcomes by shaping voter perceptions and influencing public discourses. Crucial bias. It means we are talking about culture bias. Culture bias highlights certain cultural values, beliefs, or perspectives at the expense of others. This bias can result in the marginalization of voices and narratives that deviate from the dominant culture. Sensationalization. Sensationalization involves exaggerating aspects of story to evoke strong emotional reaction. This approach can distort reality, leading to misinformed public perceptions and increased polarization. Let's move on to another slide and talk about case study analysis. Analyze media coverage of the same event by different outlets reveals how framing affects audience perception. Overview of case study. This case study examines the media coverage of a peace protest, illustrating the different framing techniques used by various outlets. By comparing the narratives from left-leaning and right-leaning sources, the impact of media bias becomes apparent. As for coverage comparison of peace protest, different media outlets reported on the same protest, leading to starkly different representations. Understanding these differences is crucial in recognition how media framing influences public opinion and the narrative of events. Left-leaning outlet perspectives. Outlet emphasizes a peaceful nature of the protest and focuses on the demonstrators' message. This framing promotes a positive image on the event and aligns with progressive values, encouraging public support for the cause. Right-leaning outlet perspectives. In contrast, Outlet B highlights instances of disruption and clashes with police at the protest. This framing suggests chaos and danger, shaping a negative perception that may resonate with more conservative audiences. Neutral analysis. Evaluating both outlets reveals that while they present partial truth, each report is framed to support a distinct narrative. This selective representation highlights the need for crucial media consumption to discern factual accuracy. Visual example of coverage. A comparison of headlines, article excerpts, and images from both outlets illustrates the framing differences. Visual representation serves as a powerful tool to highlight how narratives are constructed and perceived by audiences. Let's move on to tips for crucial media consumption. Understanding and evaluating media consumption is essential for developing informed opinions and recognizing bias in new coverage. diversify news sources. Relying on multiple news outlets helps create a broader perspective on current events. Different platforms may emphasize distinct aspects, thus enriching understanding and minimizing misleading narratives. Let's move on to analyzing language. Media often uses emotionally charged language to influence public perception. By identifying loaded terms and bias in language, consumers can develop a more critical understanding of the intended message behind a story. Fact-checking methods. Utilizing independent fact-checking organizations like Snopes or factcheck.org can validate claims by the news coverage. Regular fact-checking stories aids in battling down misinformation and increases media literacy. Awareness of algorithms. Social media algorithms often prioritize content that aligns with existing beliefs, creating echo chambers. Being aware of this phenomena encourages consumers to seek diverse viewpoints beyond their typical feeds. Forming informed opinions. Critical media consumption enables individuals to construct well-rounded opinions rather than being skewed by single narratives. Incorporating varied insights strengthens overall understanding of complex issues. As for a conclusion, critical media consumption not only improves personal understanding but also contributes to a more informed public discourse. By applying these principles, individuals can better evaluate the media landscape and its influence on society. I hope you find this video interesting and informative. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any thoughts or questions about the future of journalism, drop them in the comments below. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all things media, and always thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.